Hello, Flying Scorpion here, and in this video I'm going to be demonstrating to you how damage fall-off works with shotguns in Warframe. I've got my Loki here, as you can see, and I've equipped him with a heck. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm not going to be using point blank, and it's just going to have base damage stats. Let's take a look at what those stats actually are for the heck. We've got 174 total damage, 35 of which is slash. Now what are we going to be shooting it on? We're going to be using it on chargers. We're going to be using infested chargers because it's very easy to do a damage calculation on them, as they have 0 armor, and it doesn't matter what their level is, you're always going to do the same damage no matter what when you shoot them point blank, versus when you have Grineer, you've got varying degrees of armor, and I don't really know exactly how that works, but I don't want to deal with those calculations. So the only portion that we need to worry about is the slash damage and how much damage it does versus the infested. It does an extra 25%. So we're going to take this 35 damage, multiply it by 1.25, we get 43. We're going to add onto it 113 puncture and 26 impact. We get a total of 182 instead of 174. We're going to divide that by the pellet count, which is 7, and we get 26.1 damage. So what that means is, when we are point blank in the face of one of these chargers and we pull the trigger, we should see a whole bunch of 26s pop up from every pellet that hits the enemy. And what we're going to do is test how much damage we do, or what the numbers look like as we increase the range incrementally. And the questions that I'm going to be trying to answer here is, how exactly does it work? Do you do 26 damage per pellet right in their face, and then 25, 24, 23, 22, 21? And is it linear? Is it parabolic? Does it plateau for a while, and then at a certain distance you start seeing damage fall off? So you do 26, 26, 26, 20, and then you start going 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Or does it start right away? And also, is there a limit? Is there a maximum amount of damage reduced from each pellet? Is it, say, 90%? Is there a number? Is there a minimum amount of damage that you can do, like 10 damage per pellet? Is it like 90%, the maximum damage reduction? I don't know, but in this, well, I do know because I did the test now, but I'll show you in the test here, and you'll get an idea of how it works out. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to hop in there, and I'm going to be heading down to Eris, where they're around level 20, whatever, and yeah, hopefully you learn a little bit from watching this. This is why I muted the volume in there, because that little bugger keeps interrupting me. Alright, anyways, hope you learned something from this. Alright, let's shoot this guy. See that? 26 damage. One more time on this one right here. 26, lots of 26s popped up there. Clearly 26 damage. Let's back up a little bit. Shoot at this guy. Oh, I didn't get to see the numbers there. Let's back up a bit. Shoot at this guy. 26. Lots of 26 numbers. We're going to stand right here. Let them come to us. Right here. Alright. That's a little bit too much infested there, but alright, we're going to back up and we're going to shoot from here. Oh, still looks like 26. Back up a little more. Right here, that's fine. Let's pull some aggro down there. Now we're going to try from here. 13s and 15s. Alright, let's go back all the way across here. Shooting in thin air. Alright. 11s. 11s. From this side of the room to that side of the room. Now we got some more over there. Let's try against that one right there. There we go. 11s. Alright. You know what? There might be a slight gradual 19s. Ah! There is a slight and gradual damage fall off. 11s. Alright. 11, 17, 26. You know what? damage fall off distance is real. Alright. Okay, so based on what you saw there, clearly the way it works is I did 26 damage right up front, and then as I increased the distance, I still did 26 damage, and then as I increased the distance by more, I did about 13 damage, or 17 damage, or 22 damage, something around there. And then when I got to the greatest distances, I was seeing 11s consistently. Now this rose a question, is 11 the minimum amount of damage that you can do? So if you watch this video, the next part of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the distance by a huge amount and see if I still get 11 or if I can dip lower than that when shooting at the chargers. Elevens. Elevens. Even through the door. Alright, 11 is the maximum that you can reduce it to on those particular enemies. So my hypothesis is that either 10 damage is the bottom threshold, and it gets bumped up to 11 because slash damage is an extra 25% against infested, so it rounds it up to 11. Or there's a certain percentage decrease in the damage. I think that 60% damage reduction might be the maximum. So we're going to test this out by putting on another mod on the heck. So we're going to grab this, we're going to upgrade it, and we're going to actually drop Seeking Force.
Are you enjoying the view?
And we're going to put on Point Blank. So an extra 90%, we should be seeing either 20 damage at the maximum amount if it's a percentage, something close to 20 damage, or we're going to see 11s again. So let's find out what we get when we increase the damage. 36. 11. Something else. 49. 32. Something. Alright, so I don't really know why it caps out at 11, but it does. That's the max. It's like that's the minimum number, even if you beef its damage up. And yeah, let's go 11, 11. So as you can see, the minimum damage that the shotgun will do is 11, even when I increase it with the point blank. Is it point blank? Yeah, point blank modification. So the way it appears to work, if I was to just draw a little chart with you with my hands, is you're doing maximum damage up front, you're 100%, and then at a certain threshold, it starts to dip down, and I think it dips down pretty quickly. I think it might be a parabolic curve, and then it stops, and then it plateaus again at 10 damage per pellet as the minimum. I think that's the threshold. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Warframe and your shotguns. Oh, and if you're watching this and you're from DE, please allow players who don't have the stun rate to actually get the stun rate, because I would love to have that shotgun. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.